ranking video. I'm continuing my year by year coverage, and today we're going to look at 2008. Yeah, it's 14 years ago. Makes you chill, really. First, a few of the notable records that didn't make the 10. Fourth by The Verve. It is their fourth after a huge gap from the hugely successful Urban Hymns. It's a bit more back to the second offering, but I love it, and I played it the other day and I was really impressed. Big Blue Ball by Peter Grable is a sort of compilation that he put together with some of his friends, including Africans like Papa Wemba, way back when. That was when world music took off. So at least 15 years before it finally got released. But it's nice stuff. Laura Marling, Alas I Can't Swim. I really started to get to like this album. And moving on, Mama Fulco by Elvis Costello. Pretty good stuff from Elvis, as usual. Not quite good enough for the top 10. And the last one, two, You Cross My Path, another solid outing from the Charlatans, the Manchester-based band. If you like your rock with lots of psychedelic keyboard, guitar sounds, then you'll love this. And finally, Life, Death, Love and Freedom by John Mellencamp. Really gets into the politics of the USA and about the important things in life. So those were the ones that didn't make the cut on my top 10. 10 is Conk by a band from the UK called The Kooks. It's sort of jangly pop, sort of alt rock, whatever that means. Very, very good vocalist, and very interesting sort of chords and rhythms. I like it. It's The Kooks at number 10, and it's called Conk. Number 9 is Joe Jackson's Rain. He's been taking time between drinks, it has to be said, but this one is particularly striking, and I really liked it, particularly Too Tough and Invisible Man. 8, an album that I also recently listened to. I do that in preparation for this because tastes do change. And it's Rykuda and it's Flathead. This is the third of a series of albums released by Ry that look reflectively at the area in Los Angeles where he was brought up. And this traces the historical facts regarding how an ethnic minority area was wiped off the face of the map by the huge project to create a baseball team called the Dodgers in Los Angeles. It's brilliantly put together, a usual array of sort of blues, country, a bit of gospel thrown in, Tex-Mex sounds, and the best of them, Riding with the Blues, and a track called Johnny Cash, which I really loved. And so on to 7. This is Leela Downs, Shake Away. Those who follow my channel know that I'm a great lover of Leela Downs' music. Originates, of course, from the Sierra Madre Mountains in Mexico, although she's sort of got a sort of twin nationality. Her father, I think, is American. I might stand corrected on that. And she's got an American husband. An array of beautiful Mexican flavored music. She also does great covers, and there's a great one on here. There's Peter Green's Black Magic Woman. It's a very distinctive, different style of delivery, although immediately recognizable. And the others, Your Envidia El Viento is particularly nice, and Tierra del Luz. Okay, so let's move on now. I think they're based out of Brighton down in the south coast. Their name is British Sea Music, and this is possibly their best album. It's called Do You Like Rock Music? It's a rock sort of alternative view of life, and they have a very powerful delivery. They are quite intricate in their chord arrangements. The singing is strong. They've got a sort of 80s feel to them as well. And this album are particularly striking. Best tracks, Waving Flags, Down on the Ground, and the delightful Lights Out for Darker Skies. This band certainly worth a listen to. To 5 now, and I've got Pacific Ocean Blue, the lost gem of an album by Dennis Wilson from the Beach Boys. Lots of these songs were available to be recorded by the Beach Boys, but they were sidestepped by Brian's and Mike Love's determination to control what songs were released. But there's some great ones on here, particularly River Song, Moonshine, You and I, and The End of the Road. To 4 now, a British-based band, Manchester area, Elbow, started to get to like this band in the millennium, and this one, the Seldom Seen Kid, has got in at number 4. It's a delightful collection of sort of classically prog style lyric based music, lots of emphasis on intricate guitar playing, delightful keyboard work, and Guy Garvey, who writes the stuff and sings, he's got a very distinctive voice pattern. They're a very talented outfit. But they take some getting into. Mirrorball is a standout on here, as is The Bones of You. And I like the loneliness of a crane driver. In fact, all the tracks on here are absolutely exquisite. So to 3 then, and this is a collaboration between one David Byrne of ex-Talking Heads and his old chum Brian Eno, who also cropped up in the production studio engineering some of the brilliance behind Remain in Light. And they also did a collaboration together a couple of decades before this release on In My Life in the Bush of Ghosts, or a title very similar to that. This is called Everything That Happens Will Happen Today, and it's absolutely delightful. The combination of Burns' sort of world music entrees, lots of sort of rhythms, lots of sort of South American feel to it, and mix that into a pot with Brian Eno's electronics and his eccentricity for sort of futuristic style music, and you've got a combination that is hypnotic. And the best on here, Home, I Feel My Stuff, and then Everything That Happens, the title track. Life Is Long is also gripping, and One Fine Day, which really does send you along in a very high, jocular, happy mood. So to number 2 then, and this is the latest offering by Paul Weller. As you people will know who follow me, Paul Weller is probably one of my favourite artists of all time, and this one, 22 Dreams, certainly was greeted by the press as a really progressive, developmental type of album. He was really moving into new areas, taking risks, and it's absolutely tremendous. All I Want to Do is one of the top tracks. Invisible, which became part of his live set, Cold Moments, One Bright Star, and I particularly like Lullaby for Kinder. Paul Weller is an artist that always tests himself. He never rests on his laurels, and he really put the boat out here, but it worked. and he's got such a talented array of musicians helping him out that the sound is absolutely tremendous. Number one, not much of a surprise on this one, I guess, for again people who follow me. It's Keep It Simple by Van Morrison. Van appears virtually every time he releases in my top 10, and this is once again a mesmerizing collection of songs. That's entertainment, is a highlight. Don't go to nightclubs anymore. Song of Home and Behind the Ritual. They're all beautifully put together. It's once again a combination of that R&B soul with a bit of gospel thrown in, and of course jazz, blues is also thrown into the hat, and it's all meshed together by the genius that is the man from Belfast, George Van Morrison. And that's my number one for 2008. Hope you enjoyed it. There will be links to all the top 10 albums via YouTube, so you can just click on that and go over and listen to a sample of the album. In many instances, it's the whole album, so you can't really get better than that.